minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
On Instagram. Better follow me at Philly Jam 95.3 FM.
Oh, snap. Hi, the camera's on me. Me. What's up, everybody? I'm gonna say every little body. What's up, y'all? Yeah, it's me, TashaLilQueen. And this is Chopping It Up with TashaLilQueen and Big T. But right now, it's just me. Big T is sick. Let us keep him in prayer. He will be back on the air. I made that rhyme. So right now it's just gonna be me, and I have a special guest, and my eyelashes are crooked. Oh, ain't nobody tell me. Ain't nobody want to tell me. So yeah, Big T will be back. We're gonna keep him in prayer. So it's Chopping It Up with me right now. This is who you gotta see, and a special guest. So hi, how are ya? How the hell are ya? It's like all the malarkey. I know I'm tripping right now. Twitty, what's going on, Twitty? Yeah. Shout out to Twitty, one of the drunk unks. Yeah, he's watching. He has an alert. I'm on. Twitty, why don't you just come join me real quick, Twitty? I'm gonna send you a link. Yeah, we're gonna have Twitty join us really quickly because I know we have a special guest coming, and we're waiting on him. While we do that, we'll talk to Twitty because Twitty is the Twitty. He's a shiznai. Oh, you can't say that. I can't say that on the gospel station. Jesus Christ. Hallelujah. Amen. So find your phone and Twitty loves you. Hold on, Twitty. Is it in my phone? Okay, so the way this is set up, it's not letting me do it. But it's all good. It is all good. Yeah. So I usually have so much more to say. Right now I'm at a loss for words for whatever reason. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I want y'all to see my big forehead. But anyway, yeah, so I'm TashaLilQueen. Welcome to Chopping It Up with me. I said it already 5 times, okay, but it's okay. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next because nobody's watching. Oh, there go Big T. How you doing, Big T? He coming? Okay, thank you for letting me know. Okay, so Big T let me know he coming. So I'm still holding it down, Big T. You be safe out there in these streets. It's hard out there for a pimp. Frank Thompson, he's coming through. The one, the only Frank Thompson. He's coming through. He's coming through, guys. He's a musician. He's a minister. And he's nominated for an award. That's so exciting. It's so exciting. So for those of you that don't know, I'm a little cuckoo for Coco. I wouldn't say I'm cuckoo, but I like to enjoy myself and have fun, and in hopes that others do the same thing. Where's my music? There you go. So don't mind me. I really like to just have fun. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. So what I can do is I'm gonna go ahead. Big T, you want to get on here real quick? Big T, show your face. Show the people what's going on. If you don't mind. So over the weekend, I got a chance to eat some grits, right? Me and Big T talked about it last week. I didn't eat grits. I didn't know what it was. Let me tell you this. I ate it and I liked it. I liked it a lot. All right, that's better. I liked it a whole lot. That I want to eat grits again. I think I'm gonna go to Waffle House tonight and I'm gonna get me some grits. Thank you, Big T, for introducing me to grits. I learned something. I don't want to eat them with eggs though. Salt and pepper is just fine. That's wonderful. It's marvelous. It tastes great. And I'm gonna get some bacon. Yeah, hook it up. So for those of you that are also new, don't forget to follow Philly Jams 95.3 on Instagram, Philly Jams 95.3 on Instagram, and Philly Jams 95.3 FM on Facebook, and we're also on YouTube. You gonna come on? Okay, you gonna come on? Cool. Oh my God, we're gonna have a party. He's gonna have a party. I just wanted you to come on for a little bit so that people could see how you doing. You know, I didn't tell them everything, but you know, just to keep you in prayer. Keep you in prayer because the devil is busy this evening. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, he is busy. Y'all tired of me already? Okay, great. So anyway, also, Philly Jam is on Blog Talk Radio, iHeartRadio, iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spotify, all digital platforms, and don't forget to tune into Soul Saving Radio with Big T down in New Orleans. He's also on the station in Memphis, Tennessee. He's on Roku, wherever y'all can find Soul Saving Radio. Y'all gonna find Big T. Y'all gonna find him on his platform, Young's Network. All that. Make sure y'all follow him. Do y'all spend local unsigned? Absolutely. Can you inbox me, please? My Instagram is TashaLilQueen, TashaLilQuen. You can inbox me, and we absolutely do that. We are the voice to the voiceless here on Philly Jams because, you know, regular radio don't be playing people, so I'm going to do it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. I'm going to play. So just make sure you send that on over. Thank you. Will do. Thank you. I'm new. You new? New like how? Like new. Like, oh, okay. To the station. Okay, cool. It's all good. I will definitely do that. And we could do an interview. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Oh, guys, I'm losing people because I don't have anything to talk about right now. I'm being a little boring. Aww. It's all good, though. It's all good. God still loves me. He loves me so much. I actually got a new book today, guys. I got a new book. And it's Learning the Bible in 52 Weeks. Ooh, I mean, you could just typically read it, but I learned a little bit different. So I got a book to help me dig a little bit deeper and learn a little bit more about the Bible. Because I'm that person, don't judge me. I don't understand thus thou thee, though. Like that kind of throws me off a little bit. So I got like the audio version of the Bible, you know what I mean? And it was great, and it's where I could understand, but the book helps me just dig a little bit deeper with the stories because I wanted the stories. That's what I wanted. So yeah. And what else is there to talk about? I don't want to be too boring, but I'm being boring right now. I feel like I'm being long-winded too. Like if I was to ever give a speech, oh man, I'd be messed up. Because I'd be like, Jesus wept and be out. I don't like to talk a whole lot. I really don't. What do y'all like? Leave a comment. Do y'all like these grits? Is that it? A lot of things rhyme with, okay, you said, yeah. Oh, that's your nephew, Twitty? Okay. Yeah, nephew. Let's get it on. I don't have any drunk unk rants. Shout out to the drunk unks. I don't have any drunk unk rants, but you know, I'm here. And it's quiet. Okay, cool. Bring them on. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it done, you know? Like, you can play his music and everything. I like being different people. Shout out to Michelle Peebles. I keep saying it wrong. I'm in her play this weekend. The play is called Hope's Alley. Yeah, I'm in Hope's Alley. Admission is free. It's June 4th at 5:30 behind 632 East 9th Street in Wilmington, Delaware. catch me in Hope's Alley along with the cast and just, enjoy yourselves. That's all. Oh, and don't forget, guys, also, that's Mr. Frank. And he's about to come on. But I got a surprise for y'all. I got a special guest right now. I'm about to come on. I'm about to bring him on camera. Is y'all ready? Okay, I'm about to bring him on camera. Boom.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
What's up, Big T?
Yo, what's up? I'm not supposed to be on here. I'm supposed to be resting, but I'm on.
You supposed to be resting.
Yeah.
And guess what? I got another special guest coming on too. Ladies and gentlemen, it's none other than Mr. Frank Thompson.
Hey, what's going on? Right.
Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me pretty good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hold on, Mr. Frank. We can't hear you. I can't hear you, Mr. Frank. He said, give him 1 second. Twitty, you so funny. Yeah. I'm doing it. I'm running the board right now. I'm running the video right now. My head hurt. I got a slight headache.
You and me both. So, Tasha, how have your week been?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said, how have your week been? I know it's been a week since you've been on, so.
My week has been okay. It's been good so far.
We can hear you, it's just slow.
You still can't hear me?
We can hear you, it's just slow.
You can hear me just slow. All right. Okay.
Big T, you look like you sick too.
Because I am. That's why.
Have you been coughing, sneezing?
We're not going to answer that on live. Just know I'm not around anybody.
I was at you got allergies. Duh.
Yeah, I think I'm dealing with a little sinus thing.
Duh. You got allergies.
Yeah. Actually, I just got out the hospital a couple of hours ago.
Upset stomach, diarrhea.
I'm shoulder hurting.
Shoulder hurt. You ever see those commercials for medicine? And it's like all these extra side effects. I don't want to take the medicine.
Right.
All them extra side effects.
We can hear you still a little low, Mr. Frank. Minister Frank Thompson, shall I say.
Taking Lunesta to your eye may fall off. Your ear may come off. Your kneecaps will swell. Your elbows become ashy. Call your doctor today to take Lunesta.
Medicine at the hospital. And as soon as I got back, I was like, busy.
Mr. Frank! Oh, I'm liking your background. Singing in the background.
I can't even see his background. I can see, but I can't see it.
Go like this?
Matter of fact, I'm sitting up here looking at my iPad. Oh, I see it now. I see it.
I look like a fish.
What?
I look like a fish.
Oh my gracious goodness, Chelsea. Wait a minute, Joe.
Yeah.
Can you hear me better now? Can you hear me now?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Now we can hear you.
Girl, the microphone was behind me.
The microphone was behind you.
That you just woke up.
I forgot. First of all, I just woke up. Secondly, I'm connected to my system. If you can see my big mixing board behind me and everything.
Yes.
And I forgot that I thought I was gonna be using the mic on the computer here, but instead here it is. Here I am. Okay, now you ought to be able to hear me now.
Right. Now the crazy part is, you guys, we were supposed to be on yesterday, but because of some things that came up, we wasn't able to do it. And I was set up with the mics. I had 2 cameras set up. I had all of that stuff set up on yesterday.
Oh man.
Yesterday. And on today, I'm not even supposed to be on. and I'm not even prepared for that. But it's all right. We still gonna get through this thing on today.
We're gonna get through this
All
thing on
right,
today.
Yes,
Now
we
listen,
are.
I have somebody that's on here with me that's from the same place I'm from, so you can't come for me today, Tosh.
I'm gonna talk about both of y'all.
Whatever. Anyway, we want to introduce
She
to
back.
Cause
Now,
y'all
now,
everyone
wait a
from
minute. Now,
y'all
Minister
from
Frank
New
Thompson.
Orleans.
now, hold on. Now, I got a belt on. Now, I got a belt on.
You gotta.
I'm old school.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Mr. Prince. Don't want no trouble.
Yeah, look, hey,
So,
I'm
Mr.
trying
Frank,
to. I was gonna. Yes.
You
I'm
was gonna try
sorry.
to do what, Mr. Thompson?
Huh?
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 Oh, wait a minute. I forgot my light. Hold on, one minute.
Mr. Thompson trying to be so
Y'all,
professional.
look, y'all cut me just. Oh,
We're gonna edit all this out for you. You ain't gotta worry about all of this.
all right, all right.
The people are seeing it.
Yes, they are. Now you can see me.
Yes, we can see you.
All righty, okay now.
So, hi,
You can
Mr.
see me,
Frank.
you can hear me.
How art thou?
Hello, young lady. I's doing fine.
You's doing fine.
I's doing fine. How are you doing, young lady?
I's doing well, sir.
Now,
I's
what
doing
is
mighty
your
good.
name, little? What's your name, little lady?
It's Tasha, little queen.
Little Queen. Okay, there it is. Tasha, Little Queen. It's on the screen. Well, I'll be. Now,
Yes,
where are you located at?
I am located in Newark, Delaware. We don't have an accent here. See, because y'all from now.
So what you talking about our accent? That why you had to say that though?
Because you know what? Yours is actually stronger than Mr. Frank so far. I haven't really heard his New Orleans accent. Yours is like thick, like heavy.
I'm tired of people telling me
Well,
that. I can't help it.
now I've been told I sound like I'm from California somewhere
Because you do.
like that. You know, when I speak regularly, but I'm teasing her now, so I'm putting on my old man voice. But
I hear it. He said I'm teasing her. So, Mr. Frank, I actually counted
yes.
how many albums that you have
Uh-huh.
because, you know, for those of you that don't know Mr. Frank Thompson, he is a musician and he is a minister. And you have a lot of albums, sir. Boom, boom, boom. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 albums
Yes, yes,
written
some
and
of those are
produced by
singles,
yourself.
but by my onesies. I'm sitting in front of my keyboard right now that I play, and well, you can't see all that stuff over there, and I got keyboards over here, and that's my Avid D command mixing console there and stuff, and so yeah, all by onesies. I do this music. Yes.
Now you know, Mr. When you get off here, you're gonna have to play something. You do know that, right?
Oh man, wait a minute. I might have to hook up.
He gonna have to hook up some
sound.
sound.
Yeah.
So at least
Yeah,
I told
ain't
you
got that dog.
ahead of time, because a lot of times I just put people on the spot. So at least I told you this time.
Uh-huh. All right, okay. Now see, I gotta go and minus the screen down and whatever and okay. All right, hold on,
So
wait a minute. Let me exit full screen. There we go. All right, there we go. Now I can do something. It don't take but a 1 or 2 clicks of the of the button here, and then I'll be on. I like that little groove you got going on in the background.
Oh, thank you. That's Mary. I'm walking. That's what I'll be doing with them gas prices.
thanks.
Hey,
I'm about to get a horse in the buggy.
there you go. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm turning my. Can y'all hear that?
Hold on.
No, no, no. Y'all couldn't. It's in my ear. Uh, but I can change that in just a few clicks of the mouse. Let me go here and go to sound, and then go
See, that's how
to.
you know he's
Oh
professional.
yeah,
He knows
you.
exactly what he's doing.
There you go. All right. Oh, actually, yeah, I know. I got it. I just gotta. Ah ha ha ha. Okay, she got jokes, huh? All righty. Okay, now I have the sound up. Just a second. I'm gonna go back to widescreen here in a minute. Here, boom. Now, and so all I have to do is, as soon as I can see it, it's over here. Yeah.
Yo, and so this is what I love about technology these days, that you can do all of this type of stuff. How we connect through internet.
Can
So
you
this
hear?
is what I'm loving right now, and he can set up so he can put us on today. The downside of technology is when it disconnects and don't want to come on.
So,
Oh
Mr.
yeah.
Frank, how many
Okay,
instruments do
I
you
got it.
play?
Oh my goodness. I never I guess I would have to sit and count, but I'm a multi instrumentalist. Now let me tell
Mhm.
you the story. When I was a little boy, there was a man by the name of Mr. Lester Wright. He was my band teacher. And so one day he came over to talk to my father, who was Frank Thompson Sr. And he said, so when I was out playing with my friends out on in the street, they're playing ball or something other. And when he came, I went back there. I said, Daddy, Mr. Wright wanted to talk to you when he pulled up. And he said, okay, boy, what you done? I said, I ain't done nothing. I ain't done nothing. He said, we're gonna find out in a minute. And stuff. He's about to get hold of his belt. And and so and he said, no, he hasn't been bad. He said, Mr. Thompson, the problem is he goes around the room playing all the instruments, getting all the kids, taking all the kids' instruments, and he playing and he said, actually, he's pretty good, catching on pretty fast. He said, but I need him to be to play one. And so I have a project. If you put that back up, the my projects up, it's called The Sound of One, and I'm holding my finger up like that. And there it is on the top there, right there. And I'm holding my finger up, The Sound of One. And the original name of that project was supposed to be because my dad and Mr. Wright scolded me, and they told me that if you don't play one instrument, you're gonna be what is that what they call it jack of all.
Jack
You're
of
gonna
all
be a
trades.
jack of all and a master of none. But uh what happened, so when I named that project, it was supposed to be jack of all master question mark. But instead of naming the project that, I named it The Sound of One, because it's one person playing all those instruments.
One band,
And
one
so,
sound.
there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. One man, one sound. And then after being finding encouragement from watching people like Stevie Wonder, he was one of the first. Not just him. If for those who remember the Captain and Tennille, y'all probably don't know nothing about that. There was a group, a husband and wife group. See, I knew y'all ain't know nothing about that. The Captain and Tennille, they were a group. I guess they rock music, pop music, whatever. Back in the 60s, 70s, I think it was. And he got on stage one day and he had a set of drums up and he had some congos sitting there. He had a bass guitar, he had a lead guitar, he had a little, I think, a trumpet or something, and he had a Fender Rhodes all sitting on stage. He got on the congo, bloop, 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 and then he got up from that, and it kept going, and uh and then he got on the, I think, the bass next to the guitar or whatever. He played just a little bit, and I'm a kid watching this. And then he went on the drums, and he just a simple boom, simple groove he played. Then he ended up on the piano on the Fender Rhodes, And then all it came together, and he did all his changes and everything. And I'm like, wow, he played all the instruments, and that was an encouragement. Stevie Wonder, again, his first album, he was the drummer, I think, and the bass player, and he played the keys. Prince,
Mhm.
all instruments. His first, he was 16 years old. From my, if my memory is correct, check me on that. Prince was 16 years old, and he did his first project by himself. And then after, and why she keep looking at herself in the screen over there, checking her
I'm
face and over
sorry.
there? Watch what she mess with the eyelashes
Oh
and
man,
carrying on
a female. You know that's what they do.
Lord, I got some Elmer's glue over here if you need it. Don't edit none of this out.
I'm
Oh
not.
no, I'm keeping all of this. I'm keeping all of
So
this.
so I was encouraged by all these people, and so like I say, so just from a kid, I just picked it up. I'd see an instrument, and I like, let me see that, and I pick it up and I play with it a little bit, and that's where I come from. Stems from a kid.
So, out of all the instruments you play, what has been your favorite?
Favorite, I guess. It's hard to say favorite. It's been more of a situation of um need. I was a bass player for many years, and I traveled, and I enjoyed. Oh God, I enjoyed playing the bass, and I traveled all over um uh the world. I've gone to Germany. I've gone all over this United States, playing the bass guitar. But then I was in a car accident. Lord, it was the early 2000s, and things sort of got rough with finances, and people don't want to pay a bass player like they'll play a keyboard they can't halfway
Right.
play. And so I could always play, because play keyboard a little bit, and I was hanging around with people like Sammy Burford, for those who know who he is, Luther McLean, for those who know who he is in New Orleans. And then I got to meet Kevin Bond, fella that was playing for the Hawkins at the time, and people like that. And so I picked up a little bit from all these guys, and different musicians. And then I watch a bunch of different keyboard players on TV, Oscar Peterson, and these different people. And so then uh, it got to the point where I needed to switch instruments in order to make more money to support
Right.
my family, because I had a back injury. So I couldn't get out and lift stuff like I used to on the job. And uh, so I haven't played bass in such a long time to say it's one of my. So I would have to say now keyboard, but I love the ability, and the congos back in the corner. You can't see them because all of this apparatus. Let me see, can I adjust things here?
And Mr. Frank is also a drummer,
Yay!
but I
There you
am.
go.
So
You see that?
and we're
Yeah.
both drummers. Yeah.
Yeah. You see the congos back there?
I used to
Yeah.
play
I see.
There
keys.
you
I
go.
can see him. It's in the corner.
I used
Right.
to play
Yeah.
keys.
And yes, I started out on drums. Oh Lord, I gotta tell this story.
Me
I gotta
too.
tell this story for all for you play drums, girl.
I used
You
to
play
when I
drums,
moved the keys.
Drums. She play keys also.
girl. We
So
gotta
all musicians tonight.
what what all musicians. I gotta hear this girl play. I bet you look like you could play. She got that look. Yeah, she got that
Tasha
look.
be acting
That look.
like she really can.
Huh?
Huh?
I said Tasha be acting like she can. She really can.
Listen,
Oh, okay. All
I'm
right.
I want to go back to him saying the jack of all trades and master of none, because I thought that was like a
Mm-hmm.
compliment. But when you were saying it, how
Mm-hmm.
like a teacher said it, it was like, oh wow, like I could do all these things, but I haven't really accomplished them. Is how it sounded.
Right. Okay, that's my alarm telling me to get up so I can do this interview. Girl, I was asleep. Child, I come home, I was so tired. Lord Jesus, I was tired. That heat whipped me out there. Now I done bought everything I need to fix that air conditioning in that truck, but I'm too busy to fix it. But I tell you, this weekend, praise the Lord. Thank you, Sheba
Hey,
Bobo Shah.
Shaba.
Hey, thank you. I'm gonna fix that air conditioning. That girl over there laughing.
Man, so that's Louisiana. Wait, you're in Mississippi now, right, Mr. Frank?
No, I live right in Slidell, actually.
Okay, well, you're in Louisiana.
Uh-huh.
So people don't understand that
Yeah.
Louisiana is completely different from everybody else's heat. So
Oh
you're
yeah.
gonna need the ASAP. That
Oh yeah.
is ASAP.
Man, that heat been whipping me in the morning. It ain't bad. But see, by lunchtime, ooh, Lord, you still need that Elmer's glue, baby.
Because you've been messing with this thing the whole entire time we've been on. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at that. Look at that.
oh
Look,
my.
can you do the cross-eye? Can you do this? She almost got it. She almost got it.
now what you don't know is she's a
Imagine.
comedian. So
Uh,
sooner or later she's gonna do it.
she's a
And I'm
she's a
black.
comedian.
I'm black too.
Girl, look, I got some jokes for you, but all of them you can't tell in the church.
Okay, 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 okay.
I got the girl, look, I got some jokes. Oh Lord, I got some jokes. Mm.
So, Mr. Frank, out of all
Some
the
good.
albums that you have out, what's your favorite one?
Oh Lord, now that's a that's a hard one. The first one, well, actually, no. The first one was something old, something new. I did years ago, and that's Tom Washington's choir singing in the background.
Okay,
And but
I
the
know
first
Tom
one that I
Washington.
did by right, and so that's his brother playing drums, and Tom is on
Organ.
keyboard. I'm playing the no, I'm on organ.
Okay, he's on
He's
keys.
on
Okay.
piano. He's on piano. I'm on organ. I'm playing the bass and I'm playing the lead guitar and doing horn parts. And his brother's on drums and Tom's just playing piano. And so that was the very first project that I completed. I think some 35 years ago. And
Wow.
matter of fact, yeah, you know what? I sat down the other day and I figured out it's been about this is 35 years that I've been putting out these projects.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that's amazing.
Is either one of y'all 35 years old?
I'm 38.
I'm 30.
You 38? You
Yes.
30? Well, she was just a little baby. I could have held her in my arms.
I was a little baby.
She's just a little. You look at oh look at that
A
so
little
cute.
baby.
Oh look at that. Hello. So back to the let me see. So then the first smooth jazz project that I did was the Island Man project. And for a long time it was my favorite because it was the first. It was the first one that I did. But I love all my projects. And as I and matter of fact, man, I'm about to release some new stuff, man, and I got some boys that's gonna be it's gospel. And I got some boys, there's some heavy hitters that's gonna be helping the old man out. It's
Who you
it's gonna
got?
be it's gonna be real. I
The
won't tell it.
secret.
I don't want to tell it. I
Are they
got some
young?
big boys, some heavyweights.
Oh, they
No, they old
okay.
guys. They got gray hair like me, but they're the
Oh,
renowned
I can't wait to
musician.
see who it is because we got some heavyweights in the city of New Orleans and
Oh
in the
yeah. Oh,
period.
no,
I
they're
can't.
not. No, they're not in New. Let's see, one's in Chicago and the other is in California. Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait
and
to hear this
so I
project.
got
One
some.
is from
But
Chicago, one in
oh, it's going. Oh,
California.
this
What
going.
instruments do they play?
Yeah, you
Now
trying to
you're
figure it
gonna have to
out? I
send that
ain't gonna
once you get.
get. Oh yeah, you gonna get it, and it's halfway done. It's halfway done. I just got a few touches that I have to do, and but it's man, it's good.
I have a question. Have you gotten a chance to work with Ben Tankard or Stephen Ford?
I met Ben. I have Ben's number in my phone.
Oh
And
wow.
don't call him. Don't bother him.
I'm not.
I have in the past. No, say I don't call him.
Mhm.
I don't call. I mean, I've talked to him. I've made his acquaintance, and he was very helpful. He gave me his number. He gave a he was doing a seminar, and he said something about missed opportunities.
Wow.
He was talking about he was talking about missed opportunities and how we will often miss an opportunity by simply not acting on something. And so I walked up to him, and I said, I'd like to get some more information from you. Do you mind if we exchange numbers? And we did. And so I called him, and he was very kind. He answered his phone, and we had a good long conversation, and he was very helpful with the information that he gave. So yeah, but we never worked together, and since I've been on this journey um, of working by myself, I would love to have a band. I would love to, but I find that everybody is not as dedicated as you are to what you want to do, and that's
Right.
anything in life. You know, that's anything, even with relationships. Everybody's not on the same page all the time because people have, different motives of why they do what they do, and so I know that I could walk in this room at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning if I wake up and come up with an idea and I can put it down. And another thing about Frank Thompson is I'm sort of um I call some guys named Stevie and Prince and so forth. When you hear a song that I've done, you hear Frank Thompson. You hear Frank Thompson. You don't hear uh, somebody else's idea. And I have a very close friend of mine. We he was telling me one day, man, you ought to do this or you ought to change that. You ought to blah blah blah. You ought to change this key or you ought to add another part here. And I said to him, I said my good friend, I called his name. I'm not gonna tell you who he is, and well-renowned musician. Well, if I said his name, y'all would know him. And I told him, I said, I love you, but when I do a song, it's a song. It's what God has given me. Everything that I had, every song that I have, every note that I play, has been given to me from my God. And if I change anything about it, then what I say to my God is, what you gave me is not good enough. So I need to take this advice. And it's not that somebody might not have a good idea. Everybody has good ideas. All of us have good ideas. But but I firmly believe in that. Is my daughter on there? I see her name up there.
I had that
Hold on.
in the video, and we're gonna get to that next. That's what I was going to next.
All right, all right. So I firmly believe in with my music that I do, I play, I sing, I write based upon what God gives me, and so it's God given, and I don't allow anyone to change anything about it because to me, I'm saying that what God gave me is not good enough, and that's my
Right.
attitude about it.
God gave you a lot
That's
because you
my
have 9 albums that you did, and that's a lot of songs on each album. Like that's wonderful in itself alone. Like you have people that have been doing things for years and can't even accomplish what you did. So
well, bless
applause
you,
for you.
bless you. Do
So, Minister Frank, I want to know. I
hold
want
on.
to talk about legacy for a few minutes because your daughter, my friend, and also your grandson, they're into
Uh
music
huh.
now. Drea, she has albums that's out. Ty, he's a
Mm-hmm.
musician. Man, how did that make you
Mm-hmm.
feel as a father, as a grandfather, and as a musician? How did that make you feel?
It feels good. I wish they would have all learned how to play keyboard and bass, and where he can play different instruments. But I have, well, let's see, I got 5 kids and
Didn't know that.
9 grandchildren,
Didn't know that.
and they all are talented. I think all my grandkids can sing, even the 2-year-old. She can hum a little note. But I have all of my kids can sing. I have a son, and I just got one son, and he can sing. Yeah, all of them can sing. Oh
That's
yeah,
good. I wish
And
I
I
yeah.
could
saw
sing.
her
And did you
drums
know?
one time. So she can play drums also.
I'm
I
so
love
who that Drea?
Yeah,
Oh,
Drea.
I saw her playing. I saw her at church one day. I went to her church and she's on the drummer didn't show up and she was on there trying to kick the drums a little. I said, look at this one. Yeah, yeah. Did you know, young lady, that I have 7 award nominations right now?
I was going to get to that, but that is awesome
You was gonna
sauce.
get to that?
That is awesome.
Yeah, awesome
7.
sauce. That's my word. You can't use that word. That's my word. Awesome sauce.
Sorry, awesome sauce. We get an applause for that. How does that make you feel? Like,
Wonderful, wonderful. I've been at this a long time, and being an independent musician, is it can get rough out here. Uh, um, and for someone to think that what I have is worthy, it makes me feel great because I do what I do because I love it. Yeah, I do. I get paid sometime, like we all sometime, but for the most part,
Right.
I do what I do. I do what I do because I love it, and so I put my all into it.
love what you do and do what you
Yeah,
love.
that's it. That's it. I heard someone say to me, and I took it as great wisdom, that you find something that you love to do and make a job out of it. So then you're not going to work. You're doing something you love to do is the difference.
Yes,
Yeah, the
I
money
That's the
will
love
come.
difference.
it.
Yeah,
So,
if when
I'm
mhm.
sorry. Raise my hand.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
wait, let
I
me finish saying that.
right here.
Hold on. There's a lot of people who go to their job every day and they're miserable. They hate their jobs. They hate their life. But when you find something you love to do, no matter what it is, and you make a job out of it, now you can go, young lady. You can.
You have permission to speak.
You It's your turn.
Okay. So I wanted to get to um you being a minister also. How long have you been
Mm-hmm.
preaching the gospel?
Yeah.
Yo, hey, hey,
Yeah.
glory. Thank you. I'm gonna run around the building about 4 or 5 times. When I get out of breath, I'm gonna sit down and I get back up later. I um I was in my 20s. I was in my early 20s and I ran for many years because I was a teenager and I felt it and I ran and I ran and I ran and and then finally I went to seminary. I wanted to do that first. I didn't want to just go like a lot of folk. I see you raising your hand over there. A lot of folk they just get up and go. They get the first, and they don't get any knowledge. They don't learn anything. And being a minister is another hard fight because you get all these guys out here who don't want to take time to learn the word and want to go on their opinion of the Bible. And yeah, I'm saying it how I feel it and stuff. And you walk in there and you got some word under your belt. They don't want you around. Come on, you preaching, you telling the truth. There's a difference in telling it like it is and telling the truth. I'd rather somebody who's gonna tell the truth than to tell it like it is. Because
Right.
like it is somebody's opinion. So anyway,
You said that, but my question is why is it that a lot of people that are called they always seem to run first? Like is it responsibility?
it's not so much response. It is, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I take that back. I was about to say not so much responsibility. Um, I have an idea, and you have an idea for what you want for your life. And then when you feel a calling tugging at you, I hear that, I'm gonna jump up and run.
Right.
And uh, uh, it's
That's what it
when God has something for you, it may not be exactly what you want for yourself. You understand? So like there's people told me that I should have been a comedian, but I'd have been one of them cussing comedians. See, although
is.
Queen Joe Sinbad is good, Sinbad is good. I love him, but I'd have been one of them Eddie Murphy kind of folk, a Red Fox. Now y'all don't even know who that is.
No, I know.
Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor. Y'all don't even know. So you might have an
I'm a fan of
idea
Richard
for what
Pryor.
you want for your life, but when God has a calling on your life and the responsibility that comes with it, you look at that and it's like, do I really want to, if I do that, then I can't do this. If I go there, then I can. Hey, y'all gonna make me
Give him 5 seconds. Give him.
here. Ow!
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
Turn that down real quick.
Okay, musicians, calm down.
Whew.
All right,
You know how I be. Okay.
Whew. Child.
I just
I need a
always
church
wanted
fan
to
right
know
now.
and never really got a chance to ask, anyone that question, like, why? Why do you run? But it makes so much sense.
It makes a responsibility, because see, what God may have for you may not, what you want for yourself may not line up with what God has for you. Say for instance, being a comedian that tells certain jokes. Or say for instance, oh Lord, what is his name? One of my favorite jazz players. Well, I'll use Al Green since he pops up in my head. Well, Al Green was called after he was, he ran for a long time, and so you got to battle with, you know, uh, uh, my songs that I play in the club makes me money. That's paying my bills. And so now if I go to preaching, then you don't necessarily expect that you're going to be able to, say for instance, when I speak, I don't charge people. I just give me you can give me a donation, but I don't have a set price. Now there are preachers who have a set price. If you want them to come
Right.
speak, you going, and rightfully so, because a workman is worthy of his hire, and
Of his
so
height.
I do understand it. Right, exactly. But there are some jobs that people may do that folk will say that, well, that's not becoming of a Christian or a preacher, and so that there you go, hydrate, son, gotta hydrate. Are you taking vitamin C?
Yes, sir.
Not
Yes, sir. I am.
emergency, not emergency vitamin C. There's a difference. That's different. We'll talk off the air now.
So in other news,
Yes.
yes, sir. So, Mr. Tom, so one thing about
Okay.
me, and I know it's a call that's on me, that's on my life or what have you. I've been
Wonderful.
like that kid. People been saying, man, you going to be a preacher, but my pastor, Bishop Dale Bristol, man, he been telling me for years that I was going to be one. My grandmother even said I was going to be one. She showed pictures of me when I was a baby, and they was like,
Right.
he's going to be a preacher. But me personally,
Uh-huh.
I don't want to be one. I don't want to be one, because like we were saying, the responsibility, because I'm like, man, look, I
Right.
already carry a lot of burdens already, not just for myself, but from other folks. I feel and deal with the things that they're dealing with. And not just that, like pastors, we hold them to a certain standard. And I'm like, man,
That's
look,
right.
I don't
That's
want to
right.
fall. Like, even with
That's right.
my station is called Soul Saving Radio. And I'm like, man, look, the
Right.
name of it, if somebody's listening to my station, I take it so personal because whatever is going out, that's going into the ear. So it's
Right.
going to either help them or either hurt them. So
Right.
I wouldn't want the
That's
blood
right.
to be on my hands
Right.
if somebody is listening to
That's right.
something that's not right.
That's right. That's right.
So I
That's
think
right.
I
That's
think
right.
that's what it
It's a
mainly is.
big. It's
is I don't want the pressure for me. And I'm like, man, okay, I'm still getting the gospel out because I have a gospel station. So I just look at it like that. But
Right.
everybody like, no, bro, you're gonna
Right.
be the bishop of radio. So I'm like, no, I
Mm-hmm.
don't want the responsibility of being a preacher. But if it's in you, it's just gonna happen sooner or later. But I'm still nervous that I don't want to mess up.
Right. It's a big responsibility. Make sure you're sure that you're sure that you're sure that you're called and that this is who you are. Man, let me tell you something. You think you got problems and trouble with folk just being who you are. Step into that arena and it's a whole nother ball of worms. It really is. And uh the like just like she used the word responsibility. There's a scripture, and lot I hate to call a scripture, and I can't tell folk exactly where it's at because I have to go look right now, and I just time is not allowing. But it says, "Woe be unto he who leads my people astray," and that was one of the first scriptures that was given me. And we have seen many who have led folk astray, empty the church house out, because of their personal lifestyle. You know, that that's not good. That's not good. Just imagine you laying hands on people, saving people, bringing people to Christ, and then you yourself can't make it into the gate because of your personal lifestyle. That it just
Right.
it don't, yeah, yeah, there's a lot of things I don't do or don't get into because of those who love me. You know, I can be
Right.
just as devastating as the next fella. I can get out there and scrap with the best of them. But there's a lot of things I don't do, there's a lot of things I don't say, and whatever, because of those who love me. And especially the little ones. I spoke to my great niece the other day, and she said, "Uncle Frank, you're the best." And that just moved my. She's 4 years old. That just blew me away. Just really made my day. And because of those little, there's a lot of things. So yeah, responsibility. Great, great, great responsibility. Go ahead, baby. I see you raising your hand over there. Go on, I'll raise your hand.
So, are there any preachers that influence you or that you listen to now?
Hmm. Where I am, I play for uh uh Boynton United Methodist Church now, and there's a fella there by the name of Aaron DeGrew, and I admire him. He studies, he's passionate about what Now that's at home. Um, uh, Bishop, uh, um, um, oh Lord, I can't even call his name, from Memphis. He passed. G. Patterson.
G.
He was
Patterson.
my G. Patterson. He was my all-time favorite. I could listen at him preach forever. I know a whole bunch of other guys that got good squall and everything, but that fella, I've been in front of his church and took a picture of it. Never walked in the doors, and it was during the middle of the week, and I went there. They didn't have anything going on at the time, and never walked in. I want to go there and still visit that church one of these old days. Now, what is all that she playing with Dawn in the background there over there?
I ain't doing nothing.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Watch that hand go back down. Yep. See, there she go. Ah,
It
there she
wasn't me.
go. There she go. Guilty. Guilty.
So,
Yeah. And
what
so
style of
yeah.
preaching do you have? Are you the squad of you have to because you're a musician, so it has to be
You think,
give me G flat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to.
I preach one day. I preach one day at a church. I prefer not to hoop. Now, can I hoop? Oh yes. Oh yes. I could squall like Rance Allen, but I choose not to. Uh, because there's too many guys who out there who got that talent and they do all these fancy runs and got the range and they're impressive. But when it comes down to word, a lot of them their word don't match. I preached a sermon. Uh, one day in the New Testament, and Lord, I'm trying to remember the exact scripture. The title of the sermon was uh, uh, casting, washing. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Casting, mending, and washing. I'm trying to think of the in the order that it was, and I detailed the it was when Jesus first in the beginning when Jesus first called all his disciples, and as he went along, and he found some that was washing their nets, and some who was mending their nets, and some was casting their nets, and I detailed that message, and folk got excited, and I was expounding, and so I didn't go into a hoop purposely, purposely. I felt my job was done, and so I'm looking at my, see that screen back in the back. Look at that. So anyway, there you go. Hey, I see myself. So uh, so I I detailed that message, and I felt good when I finished preaching that I had did a good job. I didn't need to do anything else. The message had been preached, and I had some fellow preacher brothers who got upset with me, and they say, "Negro, don't you ever preach like that again, and don't hoop." That man, you supposed to hoop. They got on fire. They were there's witnesses to this day, and some of them may watch this video, and I had two fellas come behind me, and they got excited, and they had to hoop a little bit because I did not, and which is out of order. If the speaker have spoken, he's done his job, and he felt like he's done what he's supposed to do, then no one's supposed to go behind him to add or correct anything that was said. Is improper. But they got excited, and the church got on fire and stuff, and they got mad with me, and the bishop who was there saw me being scolded because I didn't, and although I have the talent to do so. And he told me, he said, man, after they walked away, he said, man, don't worry about them. You got substance. And that was the greatest thing somebody could say to me at that moment, that you got substance. Don't worry about them and what they, what they got to say. And so there you go. But I can squall, but I don't. Go ahead, babe.
Thank you. Thank you. What's one of your favorite keys you like to play in? And do you like to do the bump a lot?
Nah. It has to happen naturally. I don't just, just because we got a bunch of folk and I got to get drummer. No, I guess A flat would be that key. And reason because I it's a good key that I can sing and have a range. But now songs that I've written are in different keys. I got songs in all the flats and all the whites. I think pretty much. I think I have a song in A and D and E and B flat, G flat. I'm looking at the keyboard now as I'm talking to you, and so yeah, um yeah, but I think that would be A flat because that's an easy key. Sometimes E flat depends on the song. Actually, depends on the song because there's I was playing the other day in C, and which is another key, but it's rather high key. And I went to go sing "Thank You, Lord," and and um and when I touched that key, and I'm like, oh no 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 no, I went drop down to A flat, easy peasy. Easy peasy.
So have you ever played for yourself while you preached
All
at the
the
same time?
nah, no, 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 no. I've never done that one. No, I've never done that one. No,
That would be
uh-uh,
awesome though.
no. I'm sure there's some guys that has done it.
I know I
But
struggled with singing
no.
and playing um at first. And
Uh-huh.
I mean, I took a break from playing so that I could pursue doing radio a little bit more. I'm that Jade
Hmm.
of all trades. So, and then I was acting. So I took a break. I still love it. I'll probably get back into the swing of it, but I don't know. I don't know. When God's ready, I'm gonna be ready.
Now I'm gonna tell you a secret that a lot of people don't know. I hate to play and sing at the same time. I do it because I have to do it, but I hate to play and sing at the same time because I want to give my all to whatever I'm doing. So if I'm singing, if I got somebody that can play, and play, then I could let go. But I have to reserve a lot of times what I'm doing vocally, unless the spirit just hits and then and I go there. There's times at Boynton while I'm playing, and I just stop playing, just sing. Depends on what the song is. I'll just stop playing and just think, and just sit there and sing. And I could do so much better because I'm so focused on playing the correct cards. I did a post Sunday pass. Oh Jesus, I had to go take it off Facebook. It was so horrible. A lot of times I'll have every Sunday I'm prepared with what I'm going to, and it's in my phone. I make a list in my phone. These are the songs that I'm going to sing for today. But when I walk in, he could be speaking and say something, and um and I'll I'll just go. The Lord to give me a song based on whatever He said, and I'll go there. And so Sunday that happened, and it was "What Is This" by Walter Hawkins.
Mhm.
And so playing those cards and focusing on playing those cards correct and singing it at the same time, I got too caught up on trying to play the correct cards, and I was messing up the singing all kind of ways. And so I went back, after I looked at it, I'm like, yeah, I, and I think 60 something, 50, 60 something people had already singing it, and I'm like, oh Lord, but they know me,
Yeah,
so they
he
they
told me
know
something
they
that
can just
you just be like, man, I don't like the way I sound or whatever, and you just want people to unhear what they heard, but to them it sounds
mm-mm,
wonderful, marvelous.
mm-mm. Oh, yeah, you know what? I have had times when I didn't feel like I was at my best with singing or playing or whatever, and people come up and give me a compliment. I'm like, what?
I had an embarrassing moment
Oh no,
where it was
girl.
like nobody
Tell.
clapped after I was finished, and I was like, oh, okay, and yeah, it was
Oh
quiet.
wow, I ain't never had that happen. Like
It
you hear
was
crickets, where the cricket sound? Where the cricket sound? There you go, girl.
it was straight crickets. It definitely was.
Uh,
So,
uh.
what is one of the craziest things that somebody told you that God told them?
Oh wow, wow. Can you hear that?
Huh?
Can you hear that? I'm playing, but mm.
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Hmm.
Let me switch speakers here. Now you're beauty. Can you hear that now?
Hmm.
All right, let's just making sure that it was on. So, um, oh Lord, I've had people to tell me, and I'm a comedian at heart. I always have been, and I can uh I've been accused of being arrogant. I'm not arrogant, really not.
Really?
I've been yeah, I've been accused of being all these different things, and um, but someone said something to me, and I can't remember what it was, but I remember my response, and I can't really say how I said it, but they told me God told me to tell you, and I said, well, you tell your God I said go somewhere, but I can't tell you what I said because I knew it was just hoi polloi. I know, people use that. My there's a story in the Bible about a man named Laman. and God had given instructions to him to go a particular direction. And he decided he was going to go on his own way. And when he did that, God uh, put an angel in the middle of the road that was going to do him in. And the animal that he was riding, we call a donkey. And that animal looked up and uh, saw him, and he started walking over towards the fence and was then scratching his leg up and carrying on, and he hit that animal 3 times. And he said, why? That animal spoke to him and said, why does thou hit me thrice? Why you hit me? You hit me 3 times. What's wrong? You don't see that standing in the middle of the road? And then he looked up. God allowed his eyes to see what was going on. No matter who you are or where you are, if God is who he is, then he has the power to tell you what he needs you to know. He don't have to send somebody else that's got worse problems than you to tell you what, what you turn it back off. God has the power and the ability to speak to everyone at any time to tell you what he needs you to know. There's no need, and now. So then, let me say this: the only time God needs someone else to tell you what He's talking about is when you've fallen out of fellowship with Him. So if you in fellowship with God, and someone comes to you and telling you God said, hold up, cuz, hold up, because see, I have a relationship with God, so then God don't need to tell nobody else. Now, if I've fallen out of fellowship with God, well then I can see, well, God sending somebody else to talk to me because I'm not. But now, if I just got through praying and down on my face and before the Lord, and then hey, I heard it, I hear that. If I'm down on, then just got off my face before the Lord, and then I walk up my door and somebody who can't spell Bible gonna tell me, who can't spell God, who can't spell Jesus, who can't spell the Holy Spirit, is gonna tell me that God told them to tell, baby, you take that back where you got it from. It was not because hey, I'm gonna leave that alone now. I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, the child, don't let nobody tell you what God told you. Unless you know you out of fellowship with God, then you can accept that.
I had somebody tell me, God told me to tell you that you need to plant a seed. This was outside of church. I said, um, what God you talking about? Cause my God know I ain't got it right now.
Right.
And, I was being so for serious because I really
Baby.
didn't, and I never planted that seed because I didn't
Well,
have.
baby, next time somebody tell you that God told you to plant a seed, you go get some mustard greens, some collard greens, some snap bean seeds, and you go out
Greens,
and
beans,
you hand
tomatoes.
it to them, some greens, beans, tomatoes, peas, whatever, and you go tell them, like, well, look, if God told you to tell me to plant a seed, well, look, I'm going over here to Walmart because they sell them seeds over there. You want some snap beans or some corn? Which one
You
you
know what?
want? Because that's what I'm about to. So,
Man, I can remember 2 times somebody was prophesying
uh,
to me. One time this pastor told me, actually it was right after my mom passed away. Uh, I
uh,
was filming a service, and
mm,
I told him that I was a business owner, and I put $10 in the offering because that's what I
mm,
had in my pocket at the time. I had more money, but
right,
that's what I had in my
mm,
pocket. And he was like, "You're a business owner, and you're
mm,
only sewing $10." And I'm like, "Well, that's all I
mm,
had at the moment." I was in the process of trying to bury my mom, and I had to pay for that out of pocket. So that's all I had on
right,
me. The rest
right,
of the money
right,
was in the bank. At the
mm,
time, I don't think I was using Cash App at the time. I can't remember.
mm,
But yeah, I didn't.
mm,
I didn't. I still haven't sown that seed yet. And he told me to sow $1,000,
mm.
and I still haven't sown that seed. And I had
If
it,
God
but
did
I didn't have it on me.
if God didn't tell you to sow that seed,
Right.
see, relationship. Let's talk about relationship with God. When you have a relationship with God, He will speak directly to you. You
Right.
understand? That's why so many ministries are falling, and after COVID, people don't even want to go back to church and whatnot because
Right.
all of that foolery and whatnot. If God didn't speak to you, you have a relationship with God, then God will speak directly to you. And guess what? God's not gonna tell you to do something that you can't do. I wish I could take up like a bird and fly in the air, but that's not my
Right.
ability. So I'm not going to get out here and jump off a building because my demise is not going to be good at the bottom of that building. You understand? So you have to do what you know you can do, and God is not going to put you in a situation that to these folk. Oh Lord, I was with a bunch of ministers, and they said they called for all the preachers to bring $1,000 offering. Man, I had I think I had $20 in my pocket that I'd planned on putting in the offering, and that's what I brought. That's what I brought, and I didn't feel bad about it because
Right.
this was based upon what they needed to pick up. It had nothing to do with me or my gift or my ability to give. This was a selfish move by that ministry to look. We need so many thousands of dollars, so we're gonna every preacher get $1,000 in hand. I didn't come in here with $1,000. It's at the bank. It's at the bank, but it ain't in my hand. It's not in my pocket
Right.
right now. And I'm not gonna feel guilt, and I'm not gonna feel because God. Now, if had God spoke to me earlier that day when the bank was open and said, "Frank, you need to bring $1,000," and then if God would have spoke that to me, maybe I would have got that $1,000. But God didn't tell me that. I have a relationship, and so I see you raise your hand over there. I like
Y'all
her.
ever
She
seen the
cool. I like her.
pastor during offering take the tithes envelopes himself and the cash?
Mm. We better get back to music.
I know, but I just
I,
saw
I
that.
have
And
I have
then
one more.
I actually gave some money to, like, so in our row, everybody had offer money with this young lady. So I had like
Uh-huh.
$80. So I was like, girl, where your money at? She was like,
Mm,
huh? So I was like, girl, take this 20 and gave her $20. And she was like, thank you so much. So she
mm,
had something to give. I was being a cheerful giver that
mhm,
day. But the way my account is set up,
mhm.
I don't know if I can be so cheerful right now. I
See,
am the lender, not the borrower. Hallelujah.
Right. Hey, shut my hey.
now you said something now. You said something now. See, that's what I tell people. I'm the lender, not the borrower. You know, and I like, but even with that, we have to be careful because just like banks get ripped off, people borrow money and they don't pay it back. They won't pay you back either.
Right. So, Minister Frank, I have
Yep.
one more question, one more thing I want to say on this topic, and then we're gonna let you play, and then we're gonna let you go. But I want to know: have
Okay.
anybody, when they was prophesying to you, did they ever blow on you?
Wait, I don't mean to
Yeah,
laugh.
man. Look. Wait. Yeah. I didn't had that all. We all us done had all those experiences. I never forget. A fella. I was standing in line, and I lift my hands. He prayed for me, and then he had his hand on my head. He's trying to push me. He said, "Just relax, son. Just relax." I'm like, "Not today, not today." See, here's the
So like,
deal. Not today, not today. Maybe tomorrow, maybe. Here's the deal. If if the spirit was to touch me in that way, then I would give in to it. But there's a difference in the spirit guiding you and someone trying to get you to do something so they could say, "Oh yeah, I had them slain in the spirit. Yo, yeah, they were kicking like a chicken." No, man, I got to stand before God one day with everything I do. I have to
mhm,
stand before God with every thought, not just what I do, but with every thought that comes to my mind. I have to stand before God for it. And so there's certain things I'm not going to do. Certain things I'm like, if I pray for somebody and they fall out in the spirit, that's because God touched them, not my ability
Mm-hmm.
to do something like that. I don't have healing power. I can't heal myself. How many bishops, how many preachers we've seen that's died of different diseases that supposedly had a record for healing all these hundreds of thousands of people. They can't heal themselves.
Wow.
We're
Right.
just a vessel. We're just I'm just a vessel. I can pray and I can call on God and from a contrite, humble and contrite heart, and folk can get saved and delivered. And on that note, I will say this: what you believe has to serve you. A lot of people don't take no value into that statement. Whatever it is that you believe, whether it's about your life, someone else's life, it's about your government, about your doctor, about your school, about your finances, about your relationship. Whatever it is, it has to serve you. And if your mindset is not serving you, you're not growing with your thoughts, baby, you need to change. I don't care how you feel. If you are poor and you get a check every week and you going to the club and you doing what you doing and blah blah blah, if that's working for you, you go ahead. But see, when I get my check, I'm gonna take care of my responsibilities and I'm gonna put something in the bank, and that's it. I don't have to go and do all these things and go out all the time and whatnot because I have dreams. And even at 50, how I am, I'm 58. Even at 58 years old, I still have dreams, and I'm still
Mm-hmm.
I'm still working on them.
Hmm.
And the only way they're gonna come true or through is that I have to be a steward. That's another word. That's a favorite word of mine. Steward. Being a steward over your life, being a
Mm-hmm.
steward over
Right.
whatever you do. I'm the steward of my life, the decisions, my thoughts that I have, what I believe. It has to benefit me. So go ahead. You ain't raise your hand that time. I will look for you to raise your hand.
No, I didn't. Sorry.
So, Mr. Frank, give the
Yes.
information. We're gonna put it up on the screen for you. Give the information on how people can book you, purchase your music, and how they can vote for you. And then after that, man, play us on out of here on today. After that,
I don't.
I Frank Thompson Music. www.frankthompsonmusic.com is my uh uh web address, and you can contact me through there. I'm on Facebook, Frank Thompson. I think it's Frank Thompson Jr. On Facebook, and you can contact me through there, and and but that's about it. That's it. And if you just Google my name and put music behind it, you can put Frank Thompson Jr. or Frank Thompson Music. You can find me.
Is it a .com?
Doug.
Yeah. Oh no, actually, you could just put Frank Thompson Music, and yeah, .com. It is FrankThompsonMusic.com. I'm sorry, the website. Yes, to answer that question, Frank Thompson
I
Music
got it. I just
dot
got it to
com.
pull up. Frank Thompson music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if you just Google it, a bunch of information comes up.
Trying to get it together. Boing.
Can
Oh wait.
So, Tasha, how
Boing.
can
can
you
they
hear that
follow
piano?
you on social media?
Uh, I'm all over the place, man. I'm on Instagram. Now, I don't do a bunch of posting on it. And when I do, it's about my music. I don't hardly ever post anything. What you say, little girl?
Nothing.
Hello.
Hmm?
Yeah. It's about the music. Let me see. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, uh, I think it's Fresh Fish 504 on Twitter, and the reason why, because I love the fish. And when I first did my Twitter account, I wasn't as deep into the social media thing with music, and so I didn't even think about it. And to try to do another one now, I don't know how to go about all of that.
I have to help you with that.
You know, yeah, man. Look, oh Lord, man, all of that stuff is just it gets too much. Yeah, it gets too much.
So, Mama Murphy, we getting ready to close out the show. I have to call her Mama Murphy sometimes. How can they follow you on social media? How can they support your radio station?
Oh, me. Oh, so
Miss Lil
basically you can
Queen.
follow the station at Philly Jams 95.3 FM. I didn't write it down, and I should have. Um, I'm also on Facebook, Philly Jams 95.3 FM. I'm on Instagram, Tasha Little Queen. Um, oh yeah, the website that we have, Philly Jams 953.fm. Um, we're on all streaming platforms, black owned. I think that's it right now.
Black and I'm proud.
Yeah.
So you guys can follow me. Like our business page, Young's Network LLC on Facebook. On Instagram, I am Big T underscore SS Radio. Also, I have a new updated website, you guys. So you can go to
There you go.
theanthonynetwork.com and you guys can listen to our radio station 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can watch our live streams, our television shows. You can tune in if you're in the Memphis area every single Friday night at 7:30 on Comcast Channel 17. Also on Apple, Amazon, and Roku. Just type in the YNL show. Also, we have an app. Also, download the SVP app and you can tune in, type in YNL, you can check out our shows. Also, July 16th, you guys, July 16th, I have a gospel summer jam that's coming up. So we're going to be making flyers and posting it real soon. So you guys going to look out for that as well. If you would like to donate to this show or advertise, you can shoot me an email, YNL Soul Saving Radio 3.16 at gmail.com. Tasha, they want to reach out to you. What's your email?
Tasha Little Queen 55 at Gmail.
So hit us up if you would like to be a part of the show or if you would like to donate. Hit us up. You can donate $ Big T 0891. Tasha, what's your cash app?
Tasha Little Queen.
Tasha Little
So also
Queen.
we would like to thank Mr. Frank Thompson for being a sponsor and supporting this show on tonight. So Mr. Thompson, give us your final words and play us on out. See Tasha, I said your word for you. I said play. So
Please.
give us your final
But
words.
she over there making those faces.
Right.
I wanted to do one of my songs.
Turn it up a little bit.
Turn it up a little bit.
Turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, turn it up just a
Oh,
little
Lord.
bit.
Wait a minute. See, how can I without disturbing my neighbors?
Turn up a little bit.
That's right. Y'all hearing from this mic and turn that way in. Let me just turn that up this. Okay. Thank you, Lord, for being my everything. I want to say thank you, Lord, for being my everything. There you go.
Thank
He just gave us a little taste.
I bet you she
On the
can
next
sing.
album.
Huh? You on the next album? Come on down, girl. Get your ticket.
Give me a ticket, crawfish.
A ticket, crawfish.
And some music, yeah.
See, there you go.
You know
Well,
what?
there you go.
Man, we gonna get out of here on today. Mr. Frank, we would like to thank you for taking the time to do an interview with us. We're chopping it up with Tasha and Big T on tonight.
Oh yeah, I've enjoyed myself so much.
Me too.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So now is it going to be on Facebook?